Hello 11th standard business max students, welcome back to first chapter matrices and determinants. Today we are going to see properties of determinants without proof, just only the statement. The value of a determinant is unaltered when its rows and columns are interchanged. So with these properties, when we solve the determinants, we can use these properties and it will be easy to solve them in just into one or two steps. Okay, so first property is determinant is unaltered when its rows and columns are interchanged. When a row becomes a column or a column become a row, the value will be unaltered. Then next second one, if any two rows or columns of a determinant are interchanged, then the value of the determinant changes only in sign. So when first row is changed to first column, when one row is changed to a column, the sign will change as minus. Second time when you change column to column 2 to column 3, again one minus, so minus into minus it will give you plus. So similarly, as how many rows or columns you change, you have to add one minus, and similarly the sign will keep on changing. That is the second rule. All these will come in the problems when we solve. We will apply these properties. Third property, if the determinant has two identical rows or columns, then the value of the determinant is 0. Even this we will apply in the problems as we go into the exercises. Fourth one, if all the elements in a row or column of determinant are multiplied by a constant k, then the value of the determinant is multiplied by k. So when a single row or a column is multiplied by a constant k, suppose by 2 or 3, then the value what we get after evaluating is also multiplied by the same constant 2 or 3. Property number 5, if any two rows or columns of a determinant are proportional, then the value of the determinant is 0. So two columns, one row is proportional to the second row. That is, if one is A, B, C and the second one is 2A, 2B, 2C, that means 2 times of row 1, then the determinant value will become 0. If each element in a row or column of determinant is expressed as a sum of 2 or more terms, then the determinant can be expressed as a sum of 2 or more determinants in the same order. So if you have the summation in each row or in a column, we can separate it into two determinants using that plus or minus. Seventh one, the value of the determinant is unaltered when a constant multiple of elements of any row or column is added to the corresponding elements of a different row or column in a determinant. So constant multiple, so multiple of 2 or multiple of 3 is added to the corresponding elements of the different row or column, then the value of the determinant is unaltered. Okay, that is property 7. So using these properties, now we will solve example 1.5. We will see what are the properties we are going to use. Show that what is how many rows and how many columns are here? 3 rows and 3 columns. So this is going to be of order 3 cross 3. Okay, 3 cross 3. So now we are going to solve this. We have to show this is equal to 0. So LHS, from LHS we are going to go to RHS. In LHS you see the second row is the summation of 2 elements. So using this property 6, if each element in a row or column of determinant is expressed as a sum of 2 or more terms, then the determinant can be expressed as a sum of 2 or more terms. So this LHS is we are going to separate into 2. So the first one is going to be x, y, z, and in the first one we are going to take 2x, 2y and 2z. So here 2x, 2y and 2z, and the third row remains the same. Okay, now the second determinant, again first row is as it is. In the second place you are going to take this alone, 2a, 2b and 2c. So 2a, 2b, 2c, third row remains the same. Now we can use this property number 5. Okay, see in the first determinant, first row 1 and row 2 are proportionate. Okay, sorry, writing is not good. Okay, let me write it again. R here in this proportional are proportional, isn't it? So R1 and R2 are proportional. Similarly here also, here R2 and R3 are proportional. So automatically both the determinants values will become 0 plus 0, that is equal to 0, using property number 5. So you can just, you need not write the property, you can just mention by property 5. Here you can just mention by property, what property first we use? 6 property. So by property 6, just we can mention the property alone. So from that we have solved this without expanding this 3 cross 3 determinant. We have solved just using the two properties, and we have shown that this is equal to 0, which is the value in the RHS. Thank you.